5:41, 2 good solid weeks under her belt with the new season of teaching. It is Kate Winn, our teacher special correspondent from the world of schools and education. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
What's different from last year?
I've got the same grade again, which is lovely, grade 2, 3, but I'm also doing a little bit of writing in the grade 7, 8 class.
Oh,
so a new experience this year, and yeah, so far so good.
Very
Oh,
nice.
fantastic. Well, you know what? She's been doing such a great job on CHEX Daily that The Social managed to scoop you for a couple of episodes, and
That's
that's
right.
fantastic.
Yes.
Congratulations
Thank
on that.
you.
Now, as long as we're talking about communication and talking with media, we're also talking about parents and teachers and schools all staying connected.
Absolutely.
Such an important time of year to get that kind of cleared. What did you
Yes.
want to have, what message do you have for parents?
So a lot of the responsibilities on the school, of course, but parents play a big role too. One thing that I'm sure they've noticed in the past couple weeks is all the paperwork coming home.
There's a lot.
I know it's a lot. You really have to try your best to read everything that's coming home and pay attention, send back any forms that need to come back. It'll die down a little bit, but just make sure you kind of get all that cleared off your plate first, because
Yeah.
that's
Fair
important.
enough.
And start establishing good routine with your child's agenda. That's really important too. And I'm always telling parents that I want the kids to be responsible for unpacking it and bringing it to them and looking to see if they have homework. That's all on the kids. But I actually do want the parents to look at it. I teach primary, and that can change a bit as the kids get older. But sometimes I'm actually trying to communicate with the parents. It's a no for them, a question for them, something I need them to see. So it's really, really helpful to keep your eye on that.
You can make an agenda song, and you have to sing the agenda song
Do
every
you have
day.
something to suggest?
Would you like to help me make up a song?
We'll write
Maybe
up a
another
song for
time.
next
All
week.
right.
Yes, sounds
I'll have it
good.
ready for
That's
next
our
week.
homework.
Okay, good. Well, I think also for people who haven't had kids in school for a while, the agenda is now travels back and forth with the child between, it's a really great link between parents and school and teachers.
Yeah, absolutely. And let the teacher know things like if your child's going to be away. I often will plan around. If I know your child's having surgery or there's a trip or something like that, I won't be planning a field trip or planning a guest speaker if I can work around that. Even for just appointments, absences like that, then we don't end up looking and calling home and, you know, where's your child today? Because we want to make sure everybody's safe. Just let us know, and the agenda can be used for that too.
Oh, very cool.
And don't forget, it's 2015 now, so there's also social media when it comes to keeping up with what's going on. All the school boards are on social media. Most schools now are as well. So whether it's Facebook or Twitter, whatever it is you use, get on there. And you can also support your school community by liking and sharing and commenting and all of that stuff too.
Yeah, and some of your teachers are even bloggers, so it's easy to find what they're doing as well.
That's true, yes.
Website plug.
This mom loves.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes concerns will come up later in the year, and so it's kind of nice if you make some positive contact at the start of the year too. Even if it's just something really quick, like, you know, Mike came home last night really excited about science or whatever it was, just to kind of get some positive vibes going too. And the teachers should do that as well, but if the parents can do it too, it really helps.
That's a great point. That's a great point too, picking up on a couple of those things, because sometimes we do wait until it's there's a concern before we communicate with our schools. Send back those notes about books or guests or something that happened at school that was particularly interesting for your child.
For sure, and ask questions. Teachers don't mind. I mean, if you're worried about something or you have a concern, write it in the agenda, make a phone call, whatever you want to do, because I mean, we're partners in this, so don't hesitate. Don't ever think, oh, I'm bothering them or whatever. I mean, if it's not a good time, you can arrange a different time to talk or whatever the case may be, but definitely ask those questions.
Very nice. I think this is a great segment.
Good tie-up.
Absolutely today. So thank you so much for joining us. Once again, this is Kate Winn. You can catch her here on the CHEX Daily from time to time, and the Social on CTV, which we can now talk about for certain reasons that went into effect on August 31st. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. And we've got the roundtable coming up after the break.